Hello Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to my channel. My name is Mucha. So Leo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energies. With all that being said, let's get started. Massive. It's foundational. It's the kind of shift that doesn't just change one area of your life. It transforms everything. Take a breath with me, because what I'm about to share with you is going to require you to expand your sense of what's possible for yourself, to release old limitations, to stop thinking small, to stop playing it safe. Because the version of life that's trying to emerge for you right now, it's bigger than anything you've allowed yourself to imagine. And the reason this is happening now, the reason this is all coming together at this particular moment, is because you're finally ready. You've done the work. You've faced the shadows. You've healed the wounds that were keeping you stuck. You've released the patterns that were holding you back. And now there's space. There's capacity. There's readiness for something completely new to enter. I'm seeing multiple areas of your life activating at once. This isn't just about one thing getting better. This is about a complete recalibration. A total upgrade. Your relationships are shifting, your career is evolving, your finances are expanding, your creativity is flowing, your confidence is building, your energy is rising. Everything, and I mean everything, is moving in a new direction. Does this resonate with what you've been sensing? Like maybe you've been feeling this restless energy, this anticipation, this knowing that something big is on the horizon, even if you can't name it yet, because it is. And it's not just coming. It's already here. It's already in motion. The wheels are already turning. The universe is already orchestrating. Things are already aligning behind the scenes in ways you can't see yet. But soon, very soon, the evidence is going to start showing up in your physical reality. And when it does, it's going to validate everything you've been feeling, everything you've been hoping for, everything you've been working toward. Now, let me tell you what I'm really picking up here. There's been a version of you that you've been holding back, a version that's bolder, more expressive, more authentic, more unapologetic. You've kept that version hidden because it felt safer that way. Because you didn't want to be too much. Because you were worried about judgment or rejection or failure. Because showing up fully felt too vulnerable, too exposing, too risky. But that version of you, it's done hiding. It's done shrinking. It's done apologizing for taking up space. And what's happening now is that this fuller, truer, more powerful version of you is stepping forward, is claiming its place, is saying, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I'm here to do, and I'm not waiting for permission anymore. And that shift, that internal revolution, it's what's catalyzing everything else. Because when you change who you're being, when you step into a new level of self-ownership, the entire world around you has to reorganize itself to match that frequency. Have you noticed yourself becoming less tolerant of things that used to be okay? Less willing to compromise on what you know you deserve? Less concerned with pleasing people who don't really see you? That's not you becoming difficult. That's you becoming aligned. That's you honoring your truth. That's you refusing to betray yourself anymore. And it's one of the most powerful things you can do. I'm also seeing a massive opportunity coming your way. Something you didn't expect. Something that's going to stretch you. Something that's going to require you to believe in yourself in new ways. And when it first appears, you might feel that familiar fear creep in. That voice that says, who am I to do this? What if I'm not ready? What if I fail? But here's what I need you to understand. You wouldn't be receiving this opportunity if you weren't ready for it. The universe doesn't set you up to fail. It doesn't hand you things you can't handle. This is coming to you because you've earned it, because you've prepared for it, because some part of you, even if it's just your soul, knows you're capable of this. So when that opportunity shows up, and it will, I want you to feel the fear and say yes anyway. I want you to take the leap before you feel completely ready. I want you to trust that you'll figure it out as you go, because that's how growth happens. That's how transformation happens. Not from a place of total certainty, but from a place of courageous faith. Let me know in the comments if you've been feeling called towards something that scares you, something that feels too big, something that makes you question whether you're qualified. Because that calling, that pull, that's not random. That's your soul trying to guide you toward your next level. And the fear you feel, that's just your ego trying to keep you safe in the familiar. But safe isn't what you're here for anymore. You're here for expansion, for evolution, for becoming who you came here to be. There's also something happening with your relationships. I'm seeing people falling away, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because you're vibrating at a different frequency now. You're operating from a different level of consciousness. And some people, they can't meet you there. They can't match that energy. And trying to maintain those connections, it's like trying to fit into clothes you've outgrown. It's uncomfortable. It's restrictive. It doesn't work anymore. And I know that might feel sad. I know it might bring up grief or guilt or questions about your own worthiness. But I want you to trust this process. Trust that the right people are coming. Trust that the relationships that are meant to stay will evolve with you. Trust that letting go of what's no longer aligned is how you make space for what is. You're not losing people. You're shedding old skin. You're releasing old contracts. You're completing chapters that were always meant to be temporary. And in their place, new connections are forming. Soul-level connections. People who see you, who get you, who appreciate the real you without needing you to dim or perform or explain. People who are on a similar path, who are doing their own work, who are committed to growth and authenticity and living with intention. These are your people, and they're coming. Some are already here, some are about to arrive, but they're coming because you've become a match for them, because you've done the inner work to be ready for reciprocal, healthy, supportive relationships. Have you been feeling lonely lately, even when you're around people? Like nobody really understands what you're going through or where you're headed? That loneliness, it's temporary. It's part of the transition. It's the gap between who you used to be and who you're becoming. Between the old connections that no longer fit and the new ones that haven't fully formed yet, but you won't be in this gap forever. You're moving through it. And on the other side, there's community, there's belonging, there's connection that actually nourishes you. Now, let's talk about abundance, because I'm seeing a major shift happening in your relationship with money and resources. You've been operating from scarcity for a long time, worrying about having enough, struggling to make things work, feeling like you're always just getting by. And that energy, it's been exhausting. It's been limiting. It's been keeping you small. But something is breaking open here. Some old belief about your worth, some old story about what's available to you, some old pattern of self-sabotage or under-earning or not allowing yourself to receive. And as that old programming clears, as you step into a new understanding of your value, the flow of abundance is going to increase dramatically. This might show up as a new income stream, a raise, a client or customer base that's willing to pay what you're actually worth, an unexpected sum of money, an investment that pays off, a debt being cleared. Whatever form it takes, it's going to feel like relief, like expansion, like finally being able to breathe. And more than the money itself, what's shifting is your energy around money, your belief that you can have it, that you deserve it, that it's safe to want it, that receiving doesn't make you greedy or materialistic or somehow less spiritual. You're integrating the understanding that abundance is your birthright, that you're allowed to thrive. That financial ease supports your ability to do your soul work in the world. I'm curious. Have you been doing affirmations or money mindset work lately? Have you been challenging old beliefs about what's possible for you? Because whatever inner work you've been doing, it's working. It's rewiring your subconscious. It's shifting your energetic frequency. And soon, very soon, you're going to see the evidence of that in your bank account. There's also something here about your health and vitality. I'm seeing you having more energy, feeling stronger, taking better care of yourself. Finally, prioritizing rest and nourishment and movement in ways you haven't before. And as your physical body comes into better alignment, as you release stress and inflammation and old trauma stored in your tissues, everything else improves too. Because you can't separate the physical from the emotional, from the spiritual. It's all connected. It's all one system. And when you heal in one area, you heal in all areas. So if you've been struggling with your health, if you've been feeling depleted or sick or just off, know that this is shifting too. Your body is recalibrating. Your nervous system is settling. Your energy is returning. And you're going to feel like yourself again. Actually, you're going to feel better than yourself. You're going to feel like an upgraded version. Let me know in the comments what area of transformation you're feeling most strongly. Relationships, career, finances, health, or something else entirely. What I really want you to grasp is that this isn't just a temporary high. This isn't just a good week or a lucky break. This is a permanent shift in your baseline, a new normal, a new foundation to build from. You're not going back to where you were. You're not going to slip back into old patterns. You've crossed a threshold. You've passed a point of no return. And yes, there will still be challenges. There will still be hard days. Life doesn't become perfect just because you've leveled up. But the difference is you'll be facing those challenges from a place of inner strength, from a place of resourcefulness, from a place of knowing who you are and what you're capable of. You won't be knocked down the way you used to be. You won't question yourself the way you used to. You won't lose yourself in other people's drama or opinions or projections. You'll stay centered, you'll stay grounded, you'll trust yourself to navigate whatever comes, and that is true power. That is real transformation. Not the absence of difficulty, but the presence of unshakable self-trust. So as you move forward, as this new chapter unfolds, I want you to practice receiving. Practice allowing good things to happen without waiting for the other shoe to drop. Practice believing that, yes, this is real. Yes, you deserve this. Yes, it's okay to be happy. Yes, it's safe to succeed, because your nervous system might not be used to things going well. It might try to create problems or find reasons to worry or sabotage what's working. That's just old programming trying to keep you in the familiar. Don't listen to it. Override it with conscious choice, with deliberate gratitude, with active celebration of what's unfolding. Your life is changing forever in the best possible way. Not because you got lucky, not because the stars aligned, but because you did the work, because you chose yourself, because you refused to stay small, because you kept going even when it was hard, because you trusted the process even when you couldn't see the evidence yet. This is your reward. This is your harvest. This is what you've been planting, finally breaking through the soil. So receive it, own it, celebrate it, and trust that this is just the beginning. The best is still ahead, and you're more than ready for it. Take a deep breath. Feel the magnitude of this moment and step forward into your new life with confidence. You've got this. You've always had this. And now, finally, the world is about to see it too.